YouTube fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. It's Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim. I'm mad. Yesterday was the 21st. Yesterday was the tree lighting ceremony here in Chicago, in Millennium Park. It's where they light the Christmas tree and all the lights everywhere else go on. And dude, you know what? It's a grand event to bring your family and everything like that. It's something that usually put money into the economy because people come out, they spend, they go to the Kris Kringle market, which is in front of Daily Plaza. And, they come down here sometimes in their cars and they park at the parking facilities and things like that. You get where I'm going with this, right? So money is being pumped into the economy because of this, because you get a lot of people that come. Then you see sometimes there's some sort of event happening and you looking at all of this and these people out here performing in the street, dancing, parade a little bit, let's short of, this is just where I'm going with this. But my thing is, you got all of that. It's a blessing. You got security down there. You got cops down there. But see, you have this thing called TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, where people say, hey, we're going to get together and we're going to do a team takeover. We're about to take over the fucking downtown area. Why on that day? Why on that day? Why? Because someone pays them to do this dumb shit. It's incentive for people to go and do dumb shit. You pay somebody really big to get this shit started. And guess what? Everybody do it. There was so many people down there running and screaming and hollering, acting a damn fool. The cops had them out there. They had tackling motherfuckers, jumping and kicking. People out there falling on the damn floor, dragging people across, arresting people. Why? Because people are acting a damn fool. See, you can't have shit without these dumb motherfuckers. When I say you have kids of all colors acting a damn fool, because they want to be seen, relevant, and they want to post this on their Instagram. One girl said, I had to stay away from this because I was in this a couple of times and it got violent. People pulled out guns in some instances, or people were fighting, or, they started doing crazy stuff like breaking into places. She said, I'm not with that. I just wanted to go and do something and, post about it. But I'm going to tell you this again. And I really want you to pay attention. The police department is understaffed. So what happened, in my opinion, our president said, I'm going to send the National Guard, I'm going to send Border Patrol and ICE to Chicago. I'm going to get rid of the migrants and I'm going to make the city a better place and we're going to get rid of those homeless people and we're going to have this shit on par. Chicago is going to be a beacon for the United States. So you chased migrants all over Chicago for damn near 2 or 3 months. What have that accomplished? Ain't shit changed. There are people still being set on fire on trains. People being stabbed and robbed on fucking trains. People being stabbed in the street. And don't get me wrong, y'all don't say, well, Chicago is really, really bad. I'm going to tell you something. It's not all bad, but I'm going to tell you, there are bad things that are happening. And, I live somewhere where shit happens. People like, well, you need to move to a better area. I live in an all-white area. Newsflash, white people commit crimes too. I don't think you understand this shit. Like, where is this going? What I'm trying to tell you is crime is usually conducive to the area. If you live over here, usually it's the people over here that's doing this. And I'm learning that Chicago is understaffed for real when it comes to law enforcement. Some things they just got to let slip through the cracks because it's too much shit happening. Events that you plan that supposed to be a beacon for the city, people just come and act a damn fool. Now they're talking about changing the law as if you commit crimes and you underage, your ass going to jail. They don't give a damn if you 15 or 16 or 14 or 10 or 11 committing crimes. You going to jail with grown-ass men. So they said shit got consequences right about now. See, people are not thinking about that. Oh, they got these little kids, no. See, the thing is, people don't think about actions. They don't think about consequences. They just think fast money, fast time, you underage, they don't let you go. They don't put you in the ODD home for a little while, the children detention center. They don't put you there for a couple of months or up to a year and you'll be out. Shit, that place is just like prison for little kids. They raping kids up in there too. Kids are raping kids. I'm like, what the? Dude, it's wild as hell. Bro, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, come on. So places you thinking about moving to, I looked at some of those and they bad as hell. I'm like, come on. Other states, bro. I'm like, Florida even bad. I'm like, shit. And that's supposedly a red state, right? California the same damn way. New York. Shit. Iowa. Nebraska. Shit is bad, bro. You know, you like Nebraska. Yeah, Nebraska going broke, bro. Nobody ain't trying to go to a state where they going broke. The farmers basically stimulate the economy in Nebraska. The farmers are on the verge of going bankrupt. They're talking about giving them a bailout. It's so damn bad. See, the thing is, we too focused on one place. When people think of crime and everything, they think of Chicago, they think of Illinois, and everywhere else supposed to be this shining beacon. Look at Portland, Oregon. Look at Seattle, Washington. Look at Washington, D.C. Bro, look at these damn places. You know, Baltimore, Maryland, dude, shit there, Rhode Island, shit happening in Rhode Island. People talking like shit don't happen in Rhode Island. Dude, I was doing some of the damn research on some of this shit, and I'm like, oh, come on. Dude, some of these places you think you can go and get away from some shit. You can't get away from shit. You getting away from this shit to go to that shit. And I'm going to tell you something, man. See, you want to invest in infrastructure. We need to fix this damn country and get it right. We need to make America great again for everybody, not for just certain people. And I'm talking about rich people, because rich people getting it easy. Hell, when you're talking about raising the taxes on rich people here, they talking about moving somewhere else. Like they doing in New York, they moving to Texas. Dude, come on. What are we doing here? Anytime somebody got to pay their fair share, they find a way to get around it. I shouldn't have to pay my fair share. I shouldn't have to pay like everybody else. I'm creating jobs. Where? In another country? That don't matter. That don't count. Shit, you getting benefits and all of this from here, but you ain't doing nothing over here. Dude, do you know these farmers and all of them produce waste? I mean, they got excess food and all that, but they don't donate none of that shit, dude. See, this is what I'm talking about. They burn that stuff. Now, all of a sudden, we sitting here talking about people starving. People starving for a reason. This country ain't right, bro. It's broken. This motherfucker on the verge of collapse, and people looking at it like, oh, man, everything right, man. You thinking too hard. So you go outside, touch some grass, get off of TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Motherfucker, I'm outside every damn day. You don't see what the fuck I see. See, that's the thing, bro. When I go to other countries, I go to other states, I see shit that happened there, and I be kind of scratching my head like, damn. You know, people tell me it's just in Chicago, and I'm like, but I see it everywhere. I'm like, what is really going on? This ain't Chicago. You know, like, this ain't Illinois. Dude, please. I think right now, people are angry and frustrated, but they're angry and frustrated at the wrong people. Dude, if I worked hard to get what I got, and I hear so many people talking about, yeah, that person sold, they sold. You know, this person too good. What happened to having talent? What happened to hard work and dedication? Oh, Kobe Bryant sold his soul. He ain't sell his soul. Motherfucker worked hard. You know, look at Michael Jordan. He worked hard too. But, you know, LeBron James, all of these guys working hard, but people make it seem like you can't have shit. You know, you can't be smart. You can't have intelligence. You can't have skill. You can't have athleticism. You can't have a damn thing. You just got to sit here and be some sort of broken ass person, bro. I'm just mad at all this shit. You know, when I left this country and came back and realized all the shit that was going on here in Chicago, when I came back, I said, boy, come on. I told you about what was happening with ICE. When they jumped in the damn vehicle with that guy, they jumped in the fucking vehicle. The vehicle was moving. The guy jumped right in that motherfucker. Kicked the guy out of the damn seat and started driving the damn car. I said, hell no. You don't see shit like that. That ain't a human. Something gotta be up. The gig is up, bro. They doing too much. Guy said ice is falling out the sky, dude. I started looking up in the air, looking around like, where the fuck is ice at, right? Because I'm not thinking ice, right? I'm thinking they talking about ICE, you know, like the people, you know, that come kidnap people. No, they was talking about regular ice falling. I said, oh, like, yeah, because I'm looking up like, oh, shit, this is about to get bad, right? And people say, you must got something to hide because you worry too much. No, I'm a human. I know when you go for one person, after a while, you're going to start going for everybody. Look at what they did in Nazi Germany. Look at what happened. They was going after one group of people. And they start going after every damn body. This is why I say you got to nip that shit in the bud now. Nobody ain't having all it. That's too much. They going through churches after people, man. Just think about it. ICE is going to churches dragging motherfuckers out. They going inside of daycares dragging people out of there in front of kids, and they screaming and hollering because people got masks on and every damn thing and like that. What are you thinking? You traumatizing people with this shit. And are you deporting them? Where are they going? To detention centers? Why? Send them back. You doing all of this to do what? What is the purpose of all of this? The purpose is to take all of these people property. This is one of the biggest property grabs in human history. And see, they disguising it as we sending illegal aliens back. They found out that a lot of these illegal aliens own property. They own property. They have vehicles. They have stocks. They have money in the bank. Oh, they trying to freeze all that shit, bro. You got to pay attention. See, they're changing laws to try to grab that money. They tried what Bank of America tried to do many years ago, and they got their ass sued because they fucked with the wrong one with that. I think it was Bank of America or one of them. But they got their ass sued because they tried to mess with a rich person. Rich person checked that ass, and it got real different then. See, it's different messing with poor people, but when you start messing with rich people, oh, they clap on that ass quick. Boy, all that shit jumped in. The federal government got involved. Shit got so real. Motherfuckers settled real quick. They settled. I mean, they didn't just get this person their money back. They settled. You get what I mean? They gave more money back. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we got to pay attention to. When you sitting here talking about they just taking people, migrants, they need to take them because they doing this and that. All of this was about that one thing I told you about. Property. Dude, they're taking property from people. What you think happens when these people are gone? What you think happened to their kids? Dude, some of these kids they haven't even found yet that people have left. Where are their kids? Trafficking and all type of shit, bro. I'm going to say allegedly because people are coming up missing. Their kids coming up missing. So you should be asking yourself what's really going on. And property records are changing. How is that? You snatched me, I'm gone. You done took my damn property. And the people that are here that are legal who have a right to it, you fighting them because you saying I was illegal. How does that work? If I worked legally, earned money legally, paid taxes legally, how are you doing all this? After you start thinking about this and you start paying attention, you realize none of this makes sense. I started talking about Chicago in the beginning, but I want you to understand, this is not just Chicago. Now they're in North Carolina. And I know you said, but you was talking about a teen takeover. Teen takeover lets you see some things that they don't want you to see. The teen takeover is the takeaway from what's happening over here. When you have ICE taking people with masks on, zip tying them, putting them in vehicles, or, handcuffing them, taking them away, you don't even know where these people are going. Oh, they over there at the detention center. Some of the people they took were citizens. They showed them IDs and every damn thing like that. You can't have a real ID unless you're a real citizen, right? So what's going on? Oh, they found a way to counterfeit it. Come on, stop playing with me. We're reaching now. There's a lot of shit going on that we do not see. This is why I say pay attention, keep looking, make sure you see truly what's going on before you start making these random assumptions that people got your back. These millionaires don't got our back. These billionaires don't got our back. It's not their job. I hear everybody talking about you supposed to pull yourself up by the bootstraps. What happens when you done pulled yourself up by the bootstraps 5 times and they keep taking your shit? How does that work? If somebody constantly taking from you, how the hell do you supposed to keep doing it? After a while, you give up. Think about it. If you tried to get out of a box, somebody trapped you in a box. It's a hole big enough for you to get out. And each time you get out, they hit the box where you fall right back in. You have tried 150 damn times to get out that box. Now all of a sudden you can't get out. Now all of a sudden you lazy. because you're not trying to get out anymore. You learned that if I try to get out of this box, you gonna knock me back in, so I'm not gonna try to get out anymore. This is what happened to a lot of people here. Every time they pick themselves up and you knock them back down, people done tried, and after a while, you don't get back up because you're tired. You learn nothing good comes from this sometimes. See, I want you to look at the bigger picture. This is not to just destabilize an economy. This is to destabilize people. All of this is to destabilize us as individuals and us as people. Think about it. Crime could have stopped a long time ago, but it's too valuable. Jails are privatized. You put people in, and the jails make money off all those damn people. It's nothing but endless money. And see, this is why they constantly put people in jail and shit like that. You thought this was some sort of, free thing. No, they doing all this on purpose. Dude, this is the whole purpose of this. This is what people don't see. Real shit. But till later, fam, thank you for watching. Peace out.